All right, here we are playing a game of mid-war at Chris Caron's before he deploys or gets moved. We are playing Counterattack. We are playing Africa Corps lists. The lists are identical, but we're just going to do the deployment first. So we diced off. I'm the attacker, and Chris opted to defend in that table court over there. He's still deciding what reserve is going to do. So as you can see, he's got, with his black dice, he's got his area, and then there's the circular cutout for the to the center of the table. And he opted for a bold strategy of placing his objective there. Mine is way out in the middle of nowhere over there, with the thought of limiting my spearhead. But then I reminded him that I could put everything right up against these dice and just bum rush it. But because it's mostly tanks, that'll probably fail. But if it was infantry, like if I was playing Italians, I would certainly do it and it would probably fail. But he's still deciding what his reserves are going to be. I have a cunning plan, which I will show after the deployment is done, because the spearheads are going to play. I think the spearheads are going to be ultra important. And not to go with the lists quite yet, but there are 2 spearheading units. Is that right? You put the list together? Yeah. Was it scout cars and 8 rads? 8 rads. So there's 2 spearheading units. I have a crazy plan. Yeah, no, we're going to do that after you do your reserves. Yeah, we'll deploy and then go through the lists. Okay. So here's where we're at for the pre-deployment, but it should be a good game. All right, so Chris, why don't we, because you deployed first, why don't you just go through the list and what you have in reserves and what you spearheaded?
Yeah. So I'll show you a snapshot of the list.
Yeah. And we're both running this.
The same list, yeah.
So Panzer III Company.
And I put in reserve a platoon of 3 Panzer IIIs and 3 Martyrs.
Yeah.
And I put my 88 in ambush.
Okay. So the rest of the list, as you can see, is an infantry thing for holding objectives, 188 scout cars, 8 rads, Martyrs, and then a bunch of Panzer III short 5s. And I'm running the exact same list. So obviously we see what you put in reserves and in ambush. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and talk through your deployment.
Well, so we wanted to test the theory about the objective and if it limits or not spearhead.
Blocking, yeah.
So I've deployed my objective, as you said, in this corner.
Which did block my spearheading from this corner here.
Correct. Deployed my infantry platoon in dug-in positions around that objective. Mm-hmm. Spearheaded my 8 rads here. Yeah. Being 16 inches away from your objective.
Yes.
16 inches away from your deployment zone, which left me a very tight triangle.
Yes, and we had discussed in hindsight, you C-blocking basically my spearhead. I should have put this closer to block yours.
Yeah, if you put it here somewhere, that would have been...
You would have been completely hemmed in.
Yeah, it would have been back in my zone.
Because my initial plan, if you hadn't have done this, just FYI, would have been to spearhead the 8 rads to near this road, and then just drive up here as much as possible, and then deploy like the 88 up top of this and all that. But I digress. So you've got your tanks and your...
So I brought a platoon of Panzer IIIs in there.
Spearheaded
my
scout cars.
Scout cars, the 220, 221.
And that's as far as they could go because of the supply truck objective, yeah.
Which creates a bubble to where I could probably deploy my ambush. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
To prevent a rush from the let's call it the west side. Yeah. I deployed the headquarter. It's two Stug 3 that represent Panzer III short 5 centimeters.
Yeah. So that's his deployment. My deployment, I put my 88 up here to potentially deal with, to maybe hem those guys in there. But also, they have a pretty good, I mean, they don't have line of sight on his tanks yet due to that hill that's right there. But, I mean, they do have a nice wide open thing. And you got to remember, his reserves are coming in from over there. So, got a nice commanding view up here. And I figured at the last second, if I don't put my infantry in here, those guys are for sure bum rushing a 2-shot 88 100% of the time. I put my Martyrs back here. Their plan is to blitz, shoot, and then shoot and scoot back, so the Fritz maneuver. And in terms of spearheading, I did quite a lot. My 8 rads cross-country dashed to this position here. I then spearheaded my entire tank formation. So one platoon here, they're all Panzer V shorts, despite what they look like. The CO and 2IC here. And these Panzer IVs are really Panzer IIIs. And from this spearhead, I was able to dash my recce scout cars. Again, they're behind this hill here, so it's pretty nice. And the objectives there. I mean, yeah, the objectives don't go live till turn 6, but we're going to have a nice maneuver battle over here. And also, they just want to get the hell out of Dodge. Because his reserves can come in right now, potentially. So that's where we're at. Thinking a lot more about the spearheading, and this is going to come into play for Canadian Nationals if this mission is played, because you could win or lose by placing your objectives in spearhead. So I'm glad Dean brought this up, and that's why we're playing this mission with some recce, so to see how this all works. So now we're going to actually play the game, and we'll see what is what. Cheers. So on my turn 1, because the attacker gets first turn, the Martyrs successfully blitzed. The Panzer IIIs failed to blitz, thereby needing 6s to hit. Didn't hit. The 8 Rads did blitz, moved up in between here. Shot 6 shots at the 8 Rads over there. We're just within 16, needing 4s to hit, and I rolled only 1s and 2s on 6 shots. The CO section, or troop of tanks, or I guess the Germans would call them a Zug, they passed their blitz to move up. Again, these 5cm guns are only, 5cm Panzer IIIs are only range 24. So I had to move up to take a pot shot, and he made his saves. These Panzer IIIs also failed their blitz, needed 6s to hit over there, didn't do anything. The 88 had nothing to shoot at except for the 8 Rad, so I was able to ping the 8 Rad, and the Martyrs only, I rolled a 1 for firepower, so all I did was bail one out of all of that firepower.
There was a
with
lot of
all of this, and then I failed shooting scoots with everybody except for the 8 Rads. So not a very good first turn. He gets to deploy his ambush.
Yeah.
So his 88 gets to go on pretty much wherever he wants, and he might get reserves now. So this could be pretty short, but we say that most of the time. All right, Chris. Well, you had an eventful turn 1. Yes. Why don't you go through what transpired?
So first of all,
so the good news for me.
Failed the leadership with my 8 Rad, so it left.
Because they only got 5+.
Yeah. Failed the remount on the Panzer III. Which
was a 3+ because of
3+, yeah.
Because of protected ammo, I think.
Yeah. Successfully brought in reserve, though. The Panzer III's behind the house.
Yep, and they drove to here because the obvious target is those guys.
Correct. So far, it was going decent.
Oh, and this.
And I brought in the ambush on the hill, based on the 8-inch.
Yeah.
Blitz my command and cross both vehicle out of the wood. Tactical move here to hope to shoot at the 88.
And you got, let's be honest, you got 3 hits on them.
I did get 3 hits on the between the heavy machine gun and the little 2.8 centimeter. I got 3 hits on that thing. But unfortunately, and one of those.
And the tanks, yeah.
But failed to
firepower
every time. Yeah. The Panzer IIIs that came in reserve shot and destroyed 2 Martyrs.
Yeah, so I have a critical test here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hopefully going to get my vengeance on these guys by moving around the flank, but you never know.
Right. Those 2, before they blitz away from their previous position, managed to shoot twice here and hit, but only caused a bailout.
Yeah.
The 88 fired twice at the headquarters, but missed both time, rolling
double ones. Yeah.
Recce fired, I think, expected number of shots in your Recce. I think it's 2 or 3, and bailed out 1.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was super lucky in bouncing the one that was within the 16 off to this one here to force just the bail, so that was pretty clutch.
Correct.
But yeah. And it's my turn.
Turn 2?
Sorry, no, and you did shoot. They shoot and scooted back here.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing that could shoot and scoot.
It.
So now we're going to see if my martyrs stay on. And what, pray tell, how bad is this going to be?
Am I rolling this?
They are last stand of 3+.
Oh.
How are the martyrs 3+?
I don't know.
Oh well. Oops, not in the thing.
There they go.
Oh my god, are you serious? Ah, all right, well.
Ciao.
Last strike indeed. So now we can see how much vengeance I can extract.
It's going to be a waste, but...
Yeah, so my turn 2, as we saw, my martyrs failed their motivation to stay on. I elected to move my CO tanks over here, shoot in the back of these guys here. I was too far to blitz and do it, so I opted to tactical them. Missed completely. No, actually, you made your saves. These guys that were over there blitzed, shot frontally, bailed out 2.
Killed 1.
Yeah, killed 1, bailed 1. The 88.
No, the 88 did nothing.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe you're right. So yeah, I killed 1, bailed 2. So if one of these fails, I'm looking good. These guys didn't move. Took front armor shots within 16 on 2 of them, but he successfully was able to move them back and make his saves. In a flurry of activity over here, I moved my scout cars up here in the hopes to get a lucky kill on the 88. I did get some saves. Sorry, I did get some hits through, but he made his saves. But certainly, the best action from over here is the infantry. My HMG, my PIBs, all these MG34s that are in here, I pinned them. I inflicted a ton of hits, and I did kill off a dude.
Yep.
Realistically, if I kill 2 more, the platoon's testing, right?
Yes.
So the little small platoons.
They are small platoons.
They are small platoons, but I was really hoping to break this. Oh, you do have a guy there. Okay, so I do have to inflict more hits. Yeah, okay. So that's fine. So that's my turn 2, but what I'm really afraid of is his reserves coming in my backfield, and his reserves are, drumroll please, martyrs. So we shall see. On to bottom of turn 2. Chris, why don't we go through your turn 2?
Yeah, turn 2. Well, let's start with the platoon of Panzer IIIs that came in reserve the previous turn. You had killed 1 and bailed 2.
Yeah.
I
remounted only 1.
Remounted 1 and failed the leadership, so 1 left, and the other one just to bail out, just burned. Right. Succeeded to remount this one. Then succeeded to bring reserve. The Martyrs 3.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of movement, brought the HQ over here.
With a Blitz plus tactical.
Blitz plus tactical. Did not move these guys.
Yeah, and they...
Right. And brought the scout cars over here. That's it. Moved the infantry in the house as well.
Yeah, you blitzed the HMG into the shacks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. In terms of fire, HQ fire in here, miss 2 shots. These 3 managed to kill 1, bail 1.
Yeah.
These managed to kill
the other one.
Yeah. Over here, a few shots went in your scout cars.
Bailed 1.
With a result of bail out in the end.
The 88
fired in the Panzer IVs.
Needed 6s. Well, they're Panzer IIIs, but yeah.
Yeah.
And actually killed 1.
Yeah, killed 1. A lot of shots here in the 88/platoon. A few went in, but nothing managed to kill.
Yeah, basically the HMG and the PIBs had the range to hit the 88, but everything else was short, so he did 1 hit, or 2 hits, and I made my saves. Now what's clutch is, so it's going to be my turn 3, so I get to remount this guy first with protected ammo, so yes.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah. So now there's just 1 tank left. Yeah, I'm going to use the lucky thing, so let's see if I stay.
No.
Oh my god. So there's a platoon down. All he's got to do is kill 1 tank over here to put the formation, and my whole army actually in bad spirits. Oh, Nelly, what am I going to do? Well, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna definitely have to take out the martyrs.
You gotta bail out here too.
Oh yeah, remount on the scout car, which is 4+. Yeah, that guy gets in.
Okay.
All right, cool. We'll see what I can do on my turn 3. Bold move, scout cars. I elected to not blitz my HQ guys. They were within 16, turned their turrets, shot 4 shots, and didn't hit anything. The 88, I was all super pumped at taking some long-range pot shots at those martyrs that are over there, and then no dice. So what I opted to do is not shoot it, so it's concealed and gone to ground, and in return fire from these dudes, which these guys were able to pin again. My 8 rads and my scout cars were going to move up. The plan was to shoot everything I had with the 88 and the scout cars, to maybe pin them, and then assault them. I would have been just outside of 8 inches for there. But lo and behold, I actually killed it with a 2-centimeter gun.
Yeah. You had 3 shots coming in.
3 shots coming in, and yeah.
And I failed 3 shots.
You failed 3 saves, yeah, 4+ saves. However, these guys are hooped now, but the big concern though is I only have, so this platoon is dead. My non-support formations consist of a whopping HQ tanks here. Oh yeah, these 2 tanks had blitzed up in the hopes of softening that stuff up there. I made my shoot and scoot to get back. One is behind the wreck and one is here. Only because now the 88's gone, now I can maybe press towards this. Although these guys are in a perfect pivot spot behind this ridge line here. But now I can freely go over here without worrying about the 88 smashing me. So
yeah,
I'm still fragile, but the martyrs, I just can't believe they're still alive. So on to the bottom of turn 3. You don't have any more reserves, all right?
No, done.
No, so everything's on? Okay. And you don't have any tests right now?
No, no tests.
Oh man, I just gotta kill a couple more Panzer IIIs and make you break. Alright, Chris, your turn. What happened?
Well, let's start from the martyrs. The martyrs successfully blitz, fired 6 shots in your headquarters, with only 1 hit going in, and failed to destroy.
So 1 bail, and then you Fritz moved back out.
Fritz moved back out.
Yeah, so Blitz, shoot, scoot.
Brought the scout cars to fire at your scout cars. Bailed out 2.
Oh yeah, bailed out 2, yeah, that's right.
My Panzer III platoon here, before they did the Fritz move at the end of the turn, one fired the last remaining 222. The other 2 destroyed 1 through a double bailout.
I think you double bailed them twice too.
Yeah, something. Yeah, exactly. The headquarter destroyed the other one. Right.
Yeah, but it was good because I destroyed this one first. These guys needed 6s to shoot them because I didn't move. Because I didn't shoot them. I mean, he might have stayed around, but he didn't really.
Over here, the heavy machine gun pinned. So heavy machine gun 2 shots failed. The platoon shooting in here failed, but the PZ with 1 shot.
Pinned,
destroyed.
1 shot, hit the ammo
and
crates that are there, and 1 shot kills all.
Yeah.
And that's why over there, the martyrs were like, feel free to now move into the valleys open for business. Now the 88's dead. Oh man, I just got to kill a couple of his tanks and I win the game, although he's got to do the same to win the game here. So I've got a very important remount to make over here.
Yes.
3+.
You want to do it?
No, I already gambled, and it paid it off. So he remounts.
He remounts. Good for you.
Yeah. Do I go for the Blitz? I don't know. We'll see. Anyways,
you got 2 remounts here.
Oh yeah. I got 2 remounts yonder for the scout cars. 1 yes, 1 no.
1 no. So you got a leadership.
Yeah, because 1's killed and 1 destroyed.
And I think that's not good enough.
No, they're scout cars, so they're
reluctant 5+.
Reluctant.
So they're both destroyed, my friend.
Where is it? Yeah, reluctant. Yeah, so another platoon down. Running out. So top of 4, I did a mistake. Because his infantry were pinned, I thought they were Rate of fire 1. But their movement rate of fire, so these MG3014s had 2 shots each. So I moved in, killed one in shooting, and then assaulted. I moved these tanks over here, bailed out one of his command tanks. These miserable bastards, my HQ, failed their blitz again and failed to do anything to them. Whereas if they had passed their blitz, I would have gotten 6 shots hitting on 4s. Or, sorry, 4 shots hitting on 4s. Instead, I got 2 shots hitting on 5s, and I missed completely, which sucks. Yeah. And, you know, I was going for a pib shot on the side. I was able to just bail out the HQ. And because he's only down to 3 models left, I was hoping just to go in the assault and just kill one more platoon.
I'm down to 4, right? 4.
Yeah, but with 4 swings, I probably would have killed 2.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his turn
4.
See what he can do.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris. Martyrs, they need to get better aim.
Yeah, the Martyrs fired 6 shots and only 1 went in, but at least it killed.
Yeah.
Over here, failed the blitz with the headquarter, but still fired in here, but missed everything.
Yeah.
These did blitz plus tactical. Miss all their shot.
Oh, I made a few saves.
Did you? Yeah, you might have saved. Sorry. Yeah.
However,
the infantry combined put 10 shots in your infantry. You had 5 sections left with the PZ.
So 2 apiece.
2 apiece, and you failed at least 1 spur
on each one. Yeah, no doubling up of wounds.
So the platoon is gone.
Platoon's wiped. Yeah.
The PZ fired and hit a tank, but you saved.
Yeah, it's AT7. I mean, it was.
That's it.
So I have 3 models left on the board, but crucially, platoon and an HQ. So my formation is still in good spirits. So
I mean,
it doesn't get more efficient than this. I have 3 models left, and this is how many I need. So now we're joking that this is going to now hit 2, kill both, and then win that.
Could.
And if I get lucky here and kill your...
You could kill platoon.
Yeah. But if I shoot at your HQ, they're going to join there. But if I shoot at the platoon, they're not going to join.
And if you kill that platoon, I'm left only with the HQ and I'm done.
And I win, yeah. Exactly. So I could pull it out. You never know. Well, it's quick with only 3 models. So these guys passed their blitz to fall back just with 16, shoot and kill 1, and then shoot and scoot. So Fritz move. Key thing to note is... it's lame, but I'm behind the ridge line there. So he's going to have to... forcing him to tactical over here. I don't know why he's my commander. He failed to blitz again. My plan was to... Oh, I didn't even shoot this guy, did I?
You did. No, did you?
No, I only blitzed him. I failed the blitz and then I moved him. And I made it. Yeah, I'm going to shoot it. We'll see if I hit. You know, we'll just do it live. And I got to do it in the lucky blue thing because, man, my luck sucks without it. So 1 shot hitting 4s. Okay, screw this blue thing. I want to burn it to the ground. Take that to gauge down and lose it. So at least I'm forcing him to blitz to get his 6 shots to win the game. But if I can squeak out 1 more turn, I could kill 1 more platoon tank and force the test.
So bottom 5.
Yeah. He failed his blitz.
Yes.
Moved up. Needed 5s to hit because of the failed blitz. Missed. He moved these guys around.
Failed to blitz.
Failed to blitz.
Fired.
Needed 6s to hit. Missed. Those guys also failed to blitz. And stayed there, so I live another turn.
Yeah, turn 6.
Yes.
But I'm going to go get the objective.
Well, you're going to win the beginning of your turn 6 if I'm not within 16 of the objectives anyways.
Correct.
But that's not what my plan is. My plan is to just kill stuff now.
Okay.
So that's what I do. Why, Retmeyer? Why? Why are you so beautiful? Why do you keep failing your blitz moves? Is it because you're laden down with all this effing stowage? Possibly. So he failed his blitz again. So my plan was, he was here, blitz him here, 2 side shots within 16. But no. So he moved up. He's the one that actually hit and bailed this guy out. These guys passed their blitz from here. So my thought was, I'd have to kill 2 tanks over there. Actually, you know what? No, I only need to kill 1 tank over there.
Only 1 tank over there.
Oh, I totally botched that. Yeah, you're right. No, but you know what? These side armor shots were better. I had a better chance of wiping them out like this. So I went for it. I mean, I totally went for it. Only bailed out one tank, unfortunately. And at the bottom of turn 6, this objective has nobody within 16. I'm just too far. But certainly, like, you know, the rat patrol down there came to claim that one. So, very good game. That was another nail biter, Chris.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a good game to you. I still got a bunch of platoons, so 6-3, I think, or whatever it is.
Yeah, you got...
The way it is in version 4.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I killed your platoons as well. I killed the 88s. I killed the 8 rads.
The 8 rads.
And the Panzer 3s.
Platoon of Panzer 3s, yeah. Here.
Yeah. So 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost killed these infantry, but oh well. That was a fail on my part there. But yeah, so counterattack.
So did we demonstrate what the guy wanted to find out that in the end?
Yeah, he wanted to see what the deployments and the spearheads and how, like, the tactics behind it, and I think we demonstrated that pretty well.
I think.
Yeah, and I really like we were discussing this off camera, but the fact that you picked this quarter and I was over here left this open area with lots of maneuver, lots of lanes of fire. I mean, look at these vehicles. There's vehicles everywhere. So it was a really kick-ass battle. Did I really only kill 3 platoons? I guess so. Those guys are alive. 88s. Yeah, your scouts are still alive. Yeah, you martyrs. Oh, I cannot believe I failed that first blitz. I'm going to have to go back and tally how many blitzes I failed, and that would have given me the game if I had killed those guys. Any thoughts on the list, apart from it being pretty fragile, but it's a Panzer III list, so it's going to be fragile? Chris?
Thoughts from me? No.
Yeah.
We both know that it's going to be fragile, so...
Yeah, and that's why we were gunning for each other's tanks at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, the 88s, yeah. I like the list. It's about the only viable way to do the Panzer IIIs. I mean, we wanted to have... I would maybe sacrifice something to get a second 88, or maybe even Panzer IIs, just for the formations, so that they're less brittle.
Yeah, Panzer IIs would have been good, but it's just I don't have the model.
No, or even 2 Panzer IVs, because I'm pretty sure Panzer IIIs can have the...
They can.
Third platoon can be 4s or 2s.
They can.
That's right.
They can. It's just very expensive.
Yeah, but you can take them as only 2s, though. So really, they're about... But I mean, as soon as you lose one or bailed one out, you're in danger. But I mean... And
you know me, I like combine, so I wanted to have at least one infantry platoon.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
And I wanted a bit of anti-tank, so...
Yeah, no, the infantry platoon was actually pretty hilarious, because they were having their own firefight over here. The 88s were positioned so they couldn't see each other.
Yeah.
The scout cars were having... the scout car swirl of doom at this little crossroads over here. The 8 rads were all up in each... Like, it was just weird how it all panned out. But yeah, thanks for the game, man. That was fantastic. And
I'll see you in 2 years.
I can't believe it's going to be 2 years. I'll have to come visit you down in...
You should.
I have family near there, so yeah, we'll definitely come visit. You can be able to make Canadian nationals? Maybe hitch a ride. Maybe. Yeah, but you'll be able to hitch a ride with those dudes, though.
It's more the time.
The time. See. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Well, if not this year, then maybe next year. Thanks for the game, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a blast. Cheers, guys.